Welcome back, everybody. It is the evening of October 29th, and I just got back from work, hurried up to the woods up here and climbed up climbed up this tree with my climber. Tell you a little bit about where we're hunting. We got a Nebraska food plot right over here. Got wind going just like this right down into the beaver swamp below me. Got a big scrape right out in front of me right there. It's been hit a lot recently. And thick bedding to my left and thick bedding to my right. There's a couple different bucks I would shoot in here for sure. So we're gonna see what happens. My buddy Rhodes shot a real nice buck yesterday evening. I'll show you a picture of. He rattled it in, so they're definitely getting in the mood if they're coming into rattling horns. I should have brought some tonight, but I just didn't have time to screw around. I did jump a deer walking in here. I just seen its tail going down through the brush, so that's not good, but what are you gonna do? We'll sit tight and hopefully see some deer tonight. Just got really hectic right there. So as I was trying to tell you, I had that doe come flying by me about 25 yards right behind the stand. There's that nice 8-point right on her. And I was watching that small buck out in front. And I was talking to you guys. Here comes that buck back behind me right here. 20 yards behind me. It's not what I'm going to show. Looks like a 2.5-year-old 8-point. big swollen body on him though, nose right to the ground. As I'm watching him back here, another buck comes out in front of me up here, chases a doe out of this bedding area. The doe goes flying by me. That buck gets on her and follows her right through here and hits a scrape in front of me. I have a camera on that scrape. Man, it's been a great night so far. Maybe one of these big guys will be out and about with all this commotion. Bit. Bit. Baby, go down. Go down, baby. Go down, go down, go down. Go down. Bit. 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 first pictures of like 5 days ago in here. I'd never seen it before. It's a mainframe 10-point. It's got a kicker off its right side, I believe. Another point off its G2. I'm not really sure, but oh my gosh. Tonight was wild. I never imagined getting in here late and then having the hunt that I had. It was crazy. So I'll just recap it. I was sitting here watching a little buck out in front of me, and next thing you know, I hear these deer running right behind me. I look back. Here comes a doe. A doe comes running behind me, and there's a nice 8-point right on her. He ran like 25 yards behind the tree. I didn't get a great look at the buck, but I don't think it was one I would have shot. It was a nice 8-point. And then I was getting ready to tell you about it. Next thing you know, here comes another buck out of the bottom. I don't know if it was the same. I don't think it was the same buck. It had a lot shorter tines. Came out of the bottom with his nose right to the ground. And at that time, I had a deer come running out in front of me, and I had another buck on that doe. The doe came running in front of me, and a buck was on her. It was 10 minutes of pandemonium in the woods. I couldn't figure out which way to turn the camera. And then here come this doe sneaking up out of the swamp behind me again. And I heard a subtle grunt way down there, probably 40 yards behind her. And I was just thinking it was that same 2.5-year-old 8-point that was on her before. And I bent out around the tree, and I seen that sucker's rack coming. Oh man, I seen his rack coming through the bottom down there, and I knew right away, that's a deer I want to shoot. And I'm pretty positive he's a 3.5-year-old buck. And he's not a homebody up here. It's a deer that moved in for the rut. I'd never seen this buck till 5 days ago. It just shows you, I mean, the rut's unbelievable. It really is. But I couldn't be any happier. Man, it's this feeling that I live for. I can't even tell you guys how good. I mean, I got happy juice running through my veins right now. You know, the amount of, the grand scheme of things, the amount of time and work I put into deer hunting, you know, throughout the entire year, from food plots to tree stands to cutting lanes and putting mock scrapes out and running 25 trail cameras. I mean, when this happens, it all comes to a head. And the feeling you have of successfully harvesting a mature buck in the area that I'm in Western New York is really a feeling like no other. You know, I'm on top of the world right now. That deer, I'm pretty sure is dead. His head flipped right over, and he's laying down there about 70 yards from the stand. I couldn't believe he gave me another opportunity. I shot him again right down through the back, right here in front of me. He ran up by me and stopped about 15 yards, and I put another arrow right through his back. So I put 2 arrows into that bugger, but just to be safe, we're gonna sneak out of here and go the back way out through the food plot and go home. Tell Kaylee, and I don't want to screw that deer up at all, just in case he's not dead. So we're gonna give him a few hours, but I'll see you back at the house.
Did you shoot a big buck? You did?
Real big.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have it?
Okay, everybody, it's been about the longest 2 hours of my life. Kaylee, Vern, and Brock are here. We're gonna sneak down in here to where he was laying. I know right where he was. And the Luminoc, the second arrow I put into him was sticking right out of his back. So if that Luminoc, when we crest this hill in here, that Luminoc's still where it was, then I'm pretty sure the deer's gonna be down. But we're gonna, you know, walk up to him real quiet and just cross our fingers that he is dead. I watched the video a couple times, and he should be dead. I hit thought I hit him pretty darn good, but he was quartered a little more than I thought. That second arrow had to have gone right down into him. Shot him about 15 yards the second time, and I could see the blood just pouring out of the side of him. So we're gonna sneak down in there and see what we can find.
There he is, right there. He's good.
There he is, guys. My goodness.
Look at that toad.
He's been dead. There he is. Man, that's sweet right there. Man, he's got good mass right up all the way around. He's not very wide, but man, he makes up for it in the mass. This is what I was looking for at Luminoc, but it was on the back side of him. Man, look at the deer. Look at the body. Just like,
So that's where you gotta shoot them to put them down.
the other one went right in. Like that.
You smoked him. I'll roll him over and see your exit. I want to pull that arrow first. Yeah. Then you can pull it right through, just watch it because it's hot on that end.
This is right here's a big scrape that's been here for the past couple weeks, and I actually made this as a mock scrape with Wyoming County Whitetail buck urine, and then I've been putting doe urine in this as well. You can see they just tore this licking branch apart. I got a camera over it, so I'm curious if this buck hit this scrape, you know, in the past 2 or 3 days since I got this camera up over this scrape. It'll be pretty cool if he did. Wyoming County Whitetail urine's been pretty good to me this year so far. That stuff's no joke.